Hey there, I'm Pamela Crane and I'm here to show you how to make your very own DIY tap dance board. Now, when I looked online to buy one, they were so expensive. So I decided that I would make my very own. So what I did was I found some laminate wood. So it's really thin, but you can use any kind of regular wood that you want. The piece that I have is about 3 feet by 4 feet, and that gives me a lot of room if I want to do buffaloes or any kind of traveling step, as well as things that are stationary. And then on the back, what I did was I glued some of these little foam squares, like little kids' play mats, but you could use any sort of foam or even old yoga mats if you don't want it too thick. But what this does is it kind of helps to keep the board from sliding around, and it helps to cushion, so it kind of helps to protect your knees and like that. So to show you how we make it, I got a little piece of wood here, and so you need your wood, you need your foam squares, and you need enough to cover the wood. You'll need a box cutter, a paint sponge, and some glue. You also will need something with weight, so you can use weights, or I'm using this garden stone, to press down after you glue it on so that the glue will settle in. And what I did was I let it sit overnight with the weight on it. Then the next day I turned it over and let it sit for a day before I started tapping on it, and that way you can keep it, let it dry completely. Okay, so let's make the board. Okay, so now we're ready to glue our foam to our board. We want to make sure that you glue the smooth side down so that the glue adheres very evenly. And when you are placing it, so these boards came with this little edging. I did the edging on as many of the edges as I could. It was just meant that there was fewer that I had to cut. But you can do it however you feel interested. So you'll take your glue, and this board is white so you won't be able to see, but you're really going to apply it liberally in a lot of different zigzaggy patterns. And I just used some cheap glue from the Dollar Tree, literally, but you can use Elmer's glue or whatever. You don't have to have fancy wood glue. And then you take your sponge and you're just smoothing the glue out all around the board and go all the way to the edges. Don't be afraid if it kind of comes off of the edge a little bit, because you want your foam to be glued down all the way to the very edge. So you come all the way to your edges, smooth it out nice and smooth. And you can wash these afterwards so that you can use it again for whatever. Then you're going to place your piles down, and what I do is make sure that you have the edges right up to the edge, and then squish them down. Then you'll make sure that it's down tightly, and then take your weight, and what you'll do is, in my 3 foot by 4 foot board, I use 6 of these placed strategically to weight it down. So once your board is dry and you can go and cut, what you'll do is you'll start at the edge, make your cut, And then just go along the edge. Cutting as you go, being careful not to cut yourself. And you'll do that for each edge. And I would make sure again to do it after the glue is dry. But it cuts pretty easily if you have a sharp knife. And then you would cut all 4 or all 3 sides. And then our finished product is our tap board. Thanks for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed this DIY. If you want to take tap classes, hit me up. You can message me, and be sure and subscribe and hit notifications so you can always find out when new videos are up. Have a great day. Bye.